It was just another Tuesday morning at Chicago O'Hare. The sun was rising, casting a golden glow over the tarmac. Flight 2983, a sleek Airbus A320, stood ready at the gate. Inside, Captain David Chin, a veteran pilot with over 20,000 flight hours, ran through his final checks with his co-pilot, Maria Flores. Passengers settled into their seats, sipping coffee, making last-minute calls, blissfully unaware that this ordinary flight was about to become one of aviation's greatest enigmas. The plane was fueled, the crew was experienced, the weather was perfect. 7:15 a.m., Flight 2983 lifted off, climbing smoothly into the clear Midwestern sky, bound for Denver. Everything was completely normal. Still, it wasn't. At 7:48 a.m., somewhere over the vast plains of Iowa, Flight 2983 simply ceased to exist. One moment, its icon was a steady green blip on the air traffic control screen in Aurora, Illinois. The next, it was gone. Controllers called the flight, their voices calm at first, then laced with growing urgency. Skylink 2983. Do you read? Skylink 2983, Aurora Center. How do you hear me? The only reply was static. Deafening, terrifying silence. Panic set in. Within minutes, F-16 fighter jets were scrambled from a nearby Air National Guard base, streaking towards the plane's last known position. The pilots arrived to find nothing but an endless expanse of blue sky and green fields below. No smoke, no debris, no sign of a 70-ton aircraft. It was as if Flight 2983 had flown into another dimension. What followed was one of the largest and most bewildering search operations in American history. Thousands of searchers, from federal agents to local volunteers, scoured a massive grid across Iowa. They walked through cornfields, dragged lakes, and used advanced ground-penetrating radar. Day after day, the result was the same. Absolutely nothing. How could a modern airliner vanish without leaving a single trace? No wreckage, no oil slick, no luggage, no bodies. Experts were baffled. Catastrophic event at 35,000 feet should have scattered debris over miles. Yet, the search area remained pristine, a silent testament to an impossible event. The absence of evidence became the most haunting clue of all. The world was watching, holding its breath, as the search turned from a rescue mission into a hunt for ghosts. In the vacuum left by the missing plane, theories began to swirl, each more disturbing than the last. Could it have been a catastrophic structural failure? Experts argued that even a sudden, violent breakup would have left a massive debris field. The plane was relatively new and had a spotless maintenance record. Then came the darker whispers: pilot suicide. Investigators delved into Captain Chen's and co-pilot Flores' lives. They found nothing. Both were well respected, with stable family lives and no signs of distress. The theory felt like a desperate attempt to find a human reason for an inhuman event. Then, a bizarre twist emerged. 3 weeks into the investigation, a small, twisted piece of metal, identified as part of an Airbus A320 winglet, was found by a hiker in a remote forest in northern Wisconsin, hundreds of miles off the flight path. How did it get there? Was it a clue or a cruel red herring in a sea of unknowns? The fragment only deepened the mystery, raising more questions than it answered. For the families of the 138 souls on board, the years that followed have been a special kind of torment. They live in a state of what psychologists call ambiguous loss, a grief with no closure, no finality. How do you mourn someone who is simply gone? Anniversaries pass, children grow up, but the questions remain, hanging in the air like a permanent fog. They are stuck in a painful limbo, unable to move on, forever tethered to that Tuesday morning. The disappearance of Flight 2983 is more than just an unsolved case. It is a profound human tragedy, a story of lives interrupted and families shattered by by a mystery that defies our technologically advanced world. In an age where we can track a cell phone across the globe, how can an entire airplane filled with people simply vanish from the sky? The story of Flight 2983 serves as a chilling reminder that for all our knowledge, there are still things that lie beyond our understanding, hidden in the vast, silent sky. Perhaps one day we'll have answers, but until then, we can only remember and wonder. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please consider subscribing for more deep dives into the world's most compelling mysteries.